Greetings. My name is Natalie. I am known as Divine Transmissions over on Instagram. So you can find me at natalienadine.com/yes. And I give transmissions, I do healing, I do trauma work, I do past life regressions, I do a bit of jack of all trade, communicate with the spirit realms. Anyways, today I was woken up because an important message was asked to be coming forward. So I wanted to let you know that when I first became activated and I was going into the community, whenever I've received sort of a new ability that I can access, what happens to me is it comes in like super big and super strong just to make sure that, hey, I've noticed. So when I first became activated, I am clairsentient, which means I get the feelings come through my body. Right away, I feel the energy. So when I'm near something and this ability first activated, it was super powerful. Had like all this twitching, all this like, uh, it feels like you're about to sneeze, but it goes through your whole body. So you're about to sneeze and you're like, but it tingles through your like activated DNA, right? So here I am, in my house and it was fine. But when I would go out into the community, that's where things got a little wonky because what I had grown to realize now that I'm like past that stage, what I grew to realize was, yeah, I guess that anytime I'm near energy, this kind of feeling will start to happen. So those open energy fields are all around us. Now, the ones that I found to be the strongest and the ones that I found to be something that I connected with the most frequently was in Walmart. It was so bizarre to me, and I didn't understand it at this time, like at the time where it was happening. So I would get out of my car, go into Walmart, I'd be shopping, and I'd be like, "Oh, I gotta get shampoo," and I'd go to beeline across the store, and I would suddenly get close to an open energy field, and I'd be like, "Tingle, tingle, 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 ah!" Like, "What is happening?" And then I'd get on the other side of that energy field, and I'd be like, "Oh, okay, I'm okay now." Um, and I'd get back to the car, and I'd be like, "What was that?" It's like crazy pressure and energy. Like, what was that? And when I would go in and view it, so one of my abilities is to be able to like remote view or like speed time or backtrack through time. So I'd get to my car and I would like be, you know, pull up me walking through to the shampoo aisle. And I would say, like, what did I cross paths with? Like, what did I move through? And I could pull up these big circular sort of energetic openings. They weren't portal holes, they were just energy fields. They would look like thin discs. They didn't transport anywhere, they were just emitting an energy. And so I was like, why do I find these in Walmart of all places? Like, and what are they? Why are they there? Like, what's the deal, guys? Like, this is crazy. And they were like, so I speak to my higher self or I speak to source energy. And so I usually will get answers from my higher self and I will just cross check um, with source to be like, this is accurate information coming from myself. Like, this is crazy. And what I was told was that uh, the conscious level of those around us needs to start rising. And so the best way people can be accessed is sort of when they're in this state of like browsing, they're open, they're like looking for things. They're, in Walmart and they're just it's just at that time, they're easy to access, and so there's all these energy discs that back in the summertime I was finding, were transmitting this conscious awakening energy to help individuals just kind of boost up a little bit, on their ascension journey. And I was looking around. I remember looking and being like, why isn't anybody else impacted by this crazy energy that's coming out of it? I remember also asking, like, is it okay for me to pass through this? Because, like, the energy is intense. Like, are you sure I'm supposed to be passing through this? They're like, yeah, it's not harmful. It's not going to hurt you in any way. This is just energy. So it's just going to hit your DNA and it's just going to help activate it. And that's the tingling that you feel. And I'm like, this is crazy. So this morning, hi, great to see you from Florida, Christina. So yeah, this morning I was sleeping and they're just like, "You need to wake up." And I'm like, "What? What am I doing? What's happening?" And they're like, "You need to tell them the Walmart story." And I'm like, "Okay, what's the Walmart story? Like, where am I starting?" And it's very broad. And they're like, "No, the Walmart story where you found all those energy emitting discs that help rise to consciousness and activate DNA." And I'm like, "Today? Now? Why now?" And they're like, "This is important information to help people's memories be triggered and how people there's gonna be people that have those aha moments that they're like, "Yeah, I when I'm in the community, I do have energy that I feel," or "I thought so." But for whatever reason, I'm supposed to get up, share with you that, you're not crazy. This is happening. There are open energy discs throughout our community. The ones I find to be the strongest and the most easily accessible are those that are in Walmarts. When I asked, "Why did you put them in Walmarts?" Like, "Well, you could have put them anywhere and you put them in Walmarts." And they're like, "Well, we have to put them somewhere that, people are easily accessible and open." Like, their mindset is open in that moment because they're looking for something, not necessarily on a conscious level, but they're looking for shampoo or they're looking for something, and that looking for something opens people up in a new mind state. So I'm like, "Hmm, all right, I'll, let everybody know." So hopefully this has been helpful for people. Go ahead and subscribe to me because as I'm called to, I will release different stories and different adventures that I've had. If you want to do individual session or with me, just let me know in the comments and I'll see it and get back to you. Um, or you can also come hang out with us on Saturday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. We do a Zoom bi-weekly drop-in and we just talk about adventures. We talk about things that you guys are seeing. We talk about things that are happening in the communities around us. So lovely to see everybody and thank you for viewing and watching. Take care, guys.